Hello good people, and welcome back to another math video. This time we are going to be talking about converting fractions to decimals. Alright, let's get started. Every fraction can be represented as a decimal, and there's some that we probably just know, like 1/2. Okay, you might already know this. 1/2, that can be represented as 5/10. 1/4, well, 1/4 can be represented as 25/100. That looks a lot like 25 cents, and 1/4 of a dollar is 25 cents. Well, let's see, how about 2/4? Well, if 1/4 is 25/100, then 2/4 must be double that, 50/100, which really is the same as 1/2, so these are equivalent. Then 3/4, well, 3/4 of a dollar, that's 75 cents or 75/100. So some of these fractions are ones that we just know. If you didn't know those, that's okay. You'll probably learn them real soon. The next set of easy fractions are to convert to decimals would be ones where we can say them really clearly and they actually sound exactly like a decimal already. For example, if I say that this fraction is 1/10, well, that's really the same as saying that this decimal is 1/10. So some of them are really easy just because of the way we say them. Here's 3/10. Well, I can write that really simply as 3/10. But what if we get one that we don't actually know? We don't get like 1/2 or we don't get 1/10. We get one that's a little more challenging, like say 2/7. Ugh. Alright, well now we need to actually convert this. So when we're saying that we have 2/7, we can think about this fraction bar right here as being just like a division symbol. So really what this fraction 2/7 is saying is 2 divided by 7. That's what that fraction really means. 2 out of 7, 2 split by 7. And if I have a calculator, I can easily punch in 2 divided by 7. If I don't have a calculator, then I have to do this with long division. And when we talk about this with long division, we have this little phrase we say, and we say top dog in the house. So the top dog is our top number. So that 2 is going to go in the house, our division house, and we're going to divide by 7. Does 7 go into 2? No, it doesn't. But I can add a decimal point and a 0, and then think, does 7 go into 20? Yes, it does. 7 would go into 20 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14. And I could subtract, get 6, add another 0, bring this down. Does 7 go into 60? Yes, it would go 8 times, which would be 56. And I could keep on going here, but I have a decimal value for 2/7 that is close. It's about 28/100, and I could keep on going. Alright, here's another one. What about 4/5? Well, what is our top dog number? That's the 4. That is going to go in the house, and that's being divided by our other number, the 5. 5 does not go into 4, so I need to add a decimal point and add my 0. Does 5 go into 40? Yes, it does. It goes in 8 times. 8 times 5 is 40. This is 1. We subtract. Nothing left over, so 4/5 is equal to 8/10. But what if I had a mixed number? Can I convert this into a decimal? Yes, you can. And one of the things that will help you get started is by reading this mixed number correctly. I would read this as 1 and 3/8. When I say that is where my decimal point is going to be in a decimal value. So already I could write 1 and then the decimal point, and I don't yet know what that decimal value is going to be, but because I said 1 and 3/8, I should have this 1, this decimal point, already set in my head. And now I just need to figure out what goes here. Well, to do that, top dog in the house again. Here's my 3, my top number, divided by 8. Does 8 go into 3? No, but I can add a decimal point and add a 0. Does 8 go into 30? Yes. 3 times would give me 24. I'd subtract get 6. Bring down another 0. Does 8 go into 60? Yes, 7 times. Oh no, this one's getting long. But 56. Subtract for 4. Bring down one more 0. Does 8 go into 40? Finally, it goes in evenly. So, 3/8 is equal to 375 thousandths. And I could read 1 3/8 is equal to 1 375 thousandths. Okay, a quick little recap. When we have to convert fractions into decimals, sometimes we're lucky enough to just know them. These might be fractions like 1/2 or 1/4, and we just know the decimal value. Next, can we say them? Sometimes we have a fraction like 1/10 or 2/100ths. And then if we can say them, we just have to correctly write that decimal value the way that we say it. Lastly, if we don't know them or say them, then we can divide them. And if we're going to divide them, then the easiest thing to do is do these on a calculator. Enter that top number first, and then divide it by the bottom number. And if you have to, you can always do the long division. If we had to do 3/4, 3 is our top number, that's going to be in the house. And we're going to divide by 4, add that decimal point, and add in the following 0 so you can keep it going. Alright, well that's it. Quick little video about converting decimals to fractions. Hope that helps, and we'll see you soon.